Kaso, kailangan ng ano, ay.
Kulang, it's only Hunter, brother.
Uy, bomba. Bomba yan.
Kita.
Ay. Ano nangyayari dito?
Kung nasa phone ka, I don't know if you can check it. Pero sa browser, kita yung Saan ba kayo galing, guys? Galing India dito.
There's a lot of international bros sa chat. That's crazy na nakambak pa to na ano. Maybe Domsy was right. Ito nga yung mapa na napanalo nga ng Navi dun sa Major. Pang, yun lang, Monesi. Mayonesi!
Wonderful needs to go big dito. Decides to molly donut instead. That might have been a mistake.
Mukhang 12-12 pare yung Dota 3-0 pero OT dito first map.
Sheesh. Walang pera yung Navi.
Any 12-12 believers?
13-11 script? Possibly. Depends. G2 tend to take risk.
Yeah.
Nakita mo kanina with snaps. But yeah, if the risk does not work, Navi will get around.
Yeah. Spirit, Wonderful galing sa Spirit dati, tapos sinayang namin. And then we got Art Frost, and then we got Shiro. Ayun nga. Mayonesi, yes, Mayonesi, Ivar. This man is not a driller.
He fancied his chances. Protocols from G2
Hindi
seem
siya
solid.
nanonood ng
Cancels his
Pixel.
plans. Laid it down to half health. Snack stands confident.
If you guys are interested in skills,
Wonderful's health going.
watch on
Peppered.
Pixel.
Look at the damage.
Yeah.
Mal
Oh my
so
god.
NAVI, shadows of their former selves as JL
Woo!
again. Look at that.
Go.
Tignan mo naman yung HP, men. 4 naka-live support.
They are no longer the same men that left spawn.
Parang equivalent lang ata ng dalawang tao, no? Buhay.
Unconfirmed, Chad. They have no idea just how much damage they've done. They might have an idea.
I'm in the same boat, Salmon. I want to see 3 maps.
Because
we're only doing 1 best of 3 compared to 3 best of 3s from 2 days ago.
That was awful.
Operation in CS2 coming or not? We have no idea. We want it to, man. I want an operation. I have money to spend for the operation, bro.
I wanna go back.
To an AWP, the same.
No operation?
Oh!
Monesi miss?
Oh, hindi pinush?
Down to bit.
Oh, bit!
Light work of the situation.
Oh, what the
However,
hell?
Hunter's here. They
Look
can't
at
brave
the
this.
HP though.
Definitely can't brave that. An extinguish
I
necessary.
think they
30
Oh,
seconds.
Hunter, I like it. Close angle. Bababuhay nila.
Hero play here.
Oh my god, Hunter's so clean.
Kaso
Oh, but he got
the crowd.
seen.
How on earth have they found
The crowd
her?
messed him
Check
up.
it out.
God
Over.
damn it, crowd. Bro, I don't wanna make it 12 to 13.
Oh!
It's okay. Konti na lang buhay na Navi.
It's dead.
10 seconds. They have to force the push. There's no time.
Hindi. Save na yan. Sige na.
By dispatching of the AWP, but yeah, just the damage, the echoes of it.
Oh
Uy!
my gosh.
And it will just be a
Dumping
safety
shot.
from Wonderful.
Ayun na nga. Sa huling turn.
Sa huling.
Sa huling detour.
Dilaw. Abuan.
12-11. How did that happen? May Tour de France din pala kanina. Dami palang ganap this Sunday, ah. Or Monday, actually. Basaan sa San Juan. 12-12 ba? Nakikita niyo na?
So much pressure on one
Yes,
round of Counter-Strike for NAVI. Will G2
Mm.
out quietly
Oh,
as
Jesus.
Hunter has been silent.
Baka-
Back from
baka
Malcolm
12 nga.
He got the aim. Yes,
Oh!
Abs, Zim, 3v3.
quick one with the Galil.
Mid
Necessary
control
trade
for
from the
Navi,
in-game leader.
pero G2, yung defense nila medyo spread thin na. So,
Reason, Alex,
they gotta
hasn't been
decide
losing
whether or not to
his
stack A or
former
B.
teams.
it's the right choice though. Want to see
He's
getting left
secure
dito with an
overtime
up,
with
a
Dip and
long.
Wonderful by his side.
May utils ba yung Navi dito? Meron naman.
Got to get past Monesi.
Two smoke. So, isa sa CT, isa sa Donut siguro.
Mm.
Ay.
Oh.
Ay. Nag-back muna. I mean, siguro cut noise. Dami pa namang oras.
I bet they're going mid. They're going top mid to B. If not Donut.
Navi better than G2 on Nuke? I think it's 50-50.
Navi was better on G2 and Nuke because Nico missed a shot. Donut push.
Tagal na nun.
It's okay, bro. Sometimes you gotta
You gotta
remember.
remind them, you gotta humble them, pare. Oh,
Oh,
snacks.
Snacks, Big Apple.
Snacksimus.
He's hit the
Oh!
He got so
Oh, why'd you repick? Monesi!
loses his life in pursuit of it.
Nangyari sa'yo, par? Naramdaman mo na na
Donut, Nico joins
the
him,
Sakuragi
down.
dunk, the main character syndrome.
All to play for.
Why?
Nico favors the
Mayonnaise.
great smoke from Alexi
That was
both
not
times.
worth
Both the hand
it.
snacks, Nico trying to
They
pick
could have
back
just
to the lead.
repeaked the
Putting up
temple.
some nades for him. He's only got a HE.
Okay, Snacks, Big Apple. Okay, wait. It's Nico Snacks though.
Meron silang smoke. So, smoke nila harap ng donut siguro.
They have to kill Wonderful first though.
They can piece this together.
That's the first main
Throws out the flashback,
main
no smoke
action.
used. Instead, it's
Uy,
Wonderful
di nag-smoke.
happy with the
Yeah.
Nagsayang ng
AWP.
util.
No time for Nico here. A smoke and a hope that they can miss their
Any
shots.
ninja
He's gonna get
diffusers?
picked on by both of them. Alexi holding the cross, spams away, doesn't get his fingers on the diffuse. He's punching in the code, trying to cut the wires, and surely he doesn't get away with it. Oh my
Ayun
God,
lang.
Alexi.
Wala namang oras, to be fair.
Wala nang oras, sayang.
There was a
Oh,
millisecond
T.
in it.
Gagana yun sana, pre, kung ano, no?
Walang nag-call? Walang nag-call? Na may smoke yung isang player? Pinilit lang nila, par.
Bakit
Bata,
kasi
nice.
pinilit ni, ano? Sayang
shot.
yung position ni Hunter eh.
Shout out to the OT betters yung time 7.
That's a big shot to post.
Bonus
Under
si pre.
pressure, did wonderful.
Sayang.
Masyadong
nag-egoist, pre.
Lulak
masyado.
Siguro kung nagstay siya dun, no? 3v2, play numbers na lang. Sa inyo yung temple control.
Yun.
Hindi.
Okay. Aggression na lang kay G2.
The 1-2 punch of Snacks and Nico.
They're not taking a breath, getting stuck in immediately.
Yikes. Mikey Wazowski, you're one of those guys, man.
Perfect. And just like that,
You're one of
the round
those
comes over
guys,
G2.
man.
That's clean, that's convincing. What does that do to your T side when you've just been faced with that aggression? Is that immediately going to take some pace out of your rounds?
I think we'll see them
Anong
still keep
sasabihin
locking
namin,
horns.
pre?
Okay.
Oh my
That's-
god,
that type
Bonusy.
of round
You're
with
so
G2,
good.
it-
I'm a
it makes
glaze
it
you.
so much more fun. We had that revelation round where
Shut up.
Snacks went for that A main push, was able to find that timing, and then Navi had a tough time pivoting
We have
back.
to give
We've seen
people
some different setups.
Sulit ang
Credit.
puyat.
Obviously
Really.
playing
Yeah,
bounce
that's
towards
true.
middle.
3 AM na nga eh.
Snacks go aggressive.
Gising
na
A-main,
gising
pa
try
ako.
that Monacy AWP, Nico solo B because they know how strong he is. But Navi in the early stages of regulation, they were going
Fake
over
comeback.
the B1 a lot, but that's when the money was a little bit rockier for G2. But they didn't have
G2 will
everything needed.
win?
Maybe there was a few omissions.
1916?
So we see
Sabi
what
mo yun,
happens.
Maybe. I don't know. Hindi, si Samuel nagsabi, hindi ako. Nagbabasa lang ako ng chat.
Sabi mo yun.
And ears on him.
Kung hindi, ban ka, pre.
I'm banned. For life.
Mm,
Si Adam Silver na mag-a-announce.
sir. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Second
dun,
round of
dun.
overtime. Two more
He's been
attempts from
banned
Navi to get
for
an
life.
attacking round on
Ay,
the board before we swap.
okay.
Battle
Uy,
of
uy, uy.
wall bangs here.
Wall bangers.
Oh no, James is celebrating my downfall. Not like this, man.
A-main on his lonesome.
Ban for
Oh,
life.
mayonnaise?
What a flash.
Ayun lang.
LV, they've definitely got their protocols lined up, but are they accounting
Uy,
for
Malbs.
going hyper-aggressive?
Uy,
boy,
balik ka na,
Spraying
balik ka
into
na.
the headshot
Basta
machine.
Pwede,
vibes, bro.
pwede.
Big comeback nga.
Last time we saw an A main push did slow Navi down to a crawl.
This
G2
time it
win
makes a bit more
16
sense. It's actually the A anchor. It's not Snacks in that position.
Sabi mo yun, ha?
Navi, a man down, plenty of time, sure, but this is a tough round to piece together. They've been able to slip red, but that's going to be noted. Hunter likely going to have to deal with that one at range. And while JL trying to take a bit of
That's
pressure
true, Domsey.
away from the
I think that's a
slip, gets
one-off
caught
thing.
by Snacks.
But they kept doing it, no? For the
That's a
past
quick
couple
shot.
of
Onto Hunter.
I think
rounds.
every
so
other round yata.
every other round, si Malbs nag...
It's a
Yeah.
powerful
Lumusot.
position for the attacking side to occupy.
Just to
Tapos
train
si Snacks
siguro
naman.
yung
Disconnected
brain.
from this. Alexi B counting on him and wonderful.
Ooh, they've got mid, top
They've
mid
got
though.
30 seconds.
Him is so far.
See him
ayun
in
lang.
steps.
Oh,
Oh, Monacy.
Wonderful's
Malbs
running.
going down is a big pick from him.
Oh, dito na.
Oh!
Ay, di pa kulat.
Okay lang yan.
Ay,
Ay,
na-repick
ay,
pa nga.
2v2.
Alexi B hoping that's enough of a distraction. He gets himself into donut, gets himself into the A site. The bomb will be planted.
Ayan
Sneak
na,
on Snacks
nagkakaiyakan
again.
na
This is nice.
ang mga wallet ng tropa natin sa chat.
No smoke this time, and you've got to get past
Oh,
Alexi.
Alexi
B on the
gonna
AWC.
hit that shot.
Connects
That was so
nicely.
easy.
Swamps out to the AK to finish off the job. Nico, though,
Walang smoke si Neo.
he is robotic with his precise aim.
Oh,
Oh,
yun
the
na.
IGL diff, bro.
NAVI,
Sheesh, 13-13.
Yeah, Peace
Grabe, inangat yung upuan ko
exactly.
dito. This is actually an insane
For
game.
quite a while. There wasn't
Lock
a
in,
trade
bro.
immediate at all. It took that red pressure. It was actually a 3v5, right? Because JL went down, searching towards B before
Wanna
Wonderful
see
was able to pick up
AFK?
that kill with
Di
the
naman.
AWP. Titus from Alexi thinking on his toes.
Di naman, he's just
Changes
very
the plan,
unlucky.
knowing the position that
He's
has
just
control
moving.
of.
He's unlucky
Very
as hell
weird.
right now.
But
Ayun
he's
nga.
the one who
Moving
does all the
unusually
work, the
weird,
in-game
bro.
leader. Impact in
Baka kasi
overtime.
grand final, no? Ayun nga. Feeling niya na he has to be the guy to do it.
Eight.
Great HE work. He's going to play a dangerous game if he sticks around. Oh, the flash's mouth completely deleted. A necessary trade back. Hunter.
Oh no, Juniel remembers the tier list.
Just feeling risky.
Naalala niya yung major
Smoke
tier list ko.
aggressive. Pokes his nose out, finds one on the JL.
Ano yun?
Alexi finds one back.
Moments before disaster yun. Nung nanalo yung Navi sa major. Don't worry,
The
was...
dust will settle.
I think yung cherry on top, tapos yung ako pa yung pinakas ng grand finals nun.
Modesty.
I think that was the funniest part.
Really heads up play.
Tayong dalawa.
I think he'll be completely unexpected.
Ito I was in
with a maneuver
disbelief.
like this, but the gaps that Navi
But I had to
leave,
give the flowers, man.
they make them question the flank. What is this
Not a
rotation
fraud
time from Odyssey? He might be
anymore.
able to plug this gap.
Yeah, he's considering it, and it's the perfect weapon for the job. Oh, nails the shot.
Hmm.
Bye-bye, Beard.
Who's the bomb?
Yeah,
though,
Alexi's
top
not gonna
mid?
expect
Oh,
this.
Nico has the angle ready.
Sound cues given. He's worried about heaven. He's definitely not ready for
Nixie
it.
Alexi.
Nico, don't run, bro. Oh, he knows. They know.
Doesn't choose to
He
use
does
the
have a
smoke, but he's got
smoke.
enough time to punch in the code. He's not wrong. Gets it down.
Ayun lang, di siya tumalikod.
Still not considering the
Bang.
speed of that flank from Nico.
Nice.
Around the world in
14,
pursuit of the
13.
14, and it pays off. Heads up's a word for it. 14 to 13 at the half.
Anyone know Simple's reaction to this match?
You have to
No.
reflect what was
Wow.
going right for G2 on their
Wow.
T side. Well, the pistol, the conversions, the close nature of those early rifle rounds, a couple of them coming down to
Me,
1v1s.
I'm simple. You
Both
want
of
to
these
play
teams
like
really
simple?
locking horns around the smoke with multiple chaotic moments, difficult for Obs to catch mid-fight.
Meanwhile,
through
Jame,
smoke, B lane,
Jame
Shaq
has a
pushing
tutorial
through.
for CS.
Somehow
bro.
JL
Nakalibre
staying
din.
alive with all that nade damage and then being caught.
Yun nga, Juniel. Pati ako, naninibago din ako.
Rounds for G2 to pick this one up.
Because he went 4 and 17 yata kahapon sa isang mapa na Mirage.
Hmm.
Max fancies his chances, and Barrage.
Grabe naman. Dude, how does Snacks...
Oh, what the
Oh,
hell?
he eats nades but not bullets, pare. Oy!
Nakatunga nga hawak ang util.
Proactive from Nico.
Mabs tough. What the hell?
Wonderful. They are testing.
Enjoying that $20 million payday. Hell yeah, brother.
Huge. Into bait.
1 million a month.
Oh.
Down. They know where the AWP is as well.
Top mid push.
Huge opportunity for G2 here. JL. He's in two minds. Do I worry about B? Do I worry about the
Yun,
flank?
Malbs,
Oh,
Malbs
Malbs
half
sa-
Pinoy.
Already on the
Yan ang
move.
gusto ko. Do we just claim si
For
Malbs?
now, but does that mean we'll see aggression?
Guatemalan.
As they pivot back, JL should be dead
Sure.
to bounce.
Oh, not
Okay, we
JL.
don't claim him
Ooh.
anymore,
Aware
bro.
of the possibility, gets himself an equalizing kill and the one-shot headshot potential.
Still would like to see them just finish towards B. And they've got all three of them here. Hunter through cave. You can have Monacy and Nico come up the ramp once this smoke starts to fade.
Yeah,
Suffocating util limits their options. Bit basically has to be here in
But
limbo.
Kaso walang nag-wall bang, you know?
Towards the long side. Nico knows
Oo.
that.
Dapat chinek nila to, tapos nag-wallbang sila kanina.
Hunter moves
Sayang
first,
to.
unable to hit his shots. Bit good for it onto Nico.
Oh,
Oh.
hindi na
Late
ta
piece.
di tumama.
I've seen this
The only
before.
piece for G2 in this first round of their attack.
Ooh.
Mmm. Masyang 2 mollies in a row. Walang dadaan.
20 seconds.
Is he gonna
to make
push?
his
Push
move.
it. Do it.
Nico Bit
There
works
is-
towards the cubby. Masks the pickup. Swings through. Observes Bit.
Uy.
Knows where he is. Hits the headshot.
Oh.
10 seconds to fight.
Oh! Run it!
Panicking. He could
Yes,
get it
time.
down.
Oh my god, nice one.
Tapos covered pa ng pillar. Don't peek right.
Oh
Oh my god, he does
He
it!
might be the goat.
Mayonnaise!
You're just talking shit.
Sheesh!
My god.
What is going on?
Ang lupit mo.
Mayonnaise! I called it, man.
Molly si choking.
I called it, man. Nakita ko na to. Sabi ko, nakita ko. Parang nakita ko na yung simulaan ng clip dun eh.
Yes, sir. Grabe, great noise gamit ng Opera. Halina.
Messi ka Messi.
Sir.
Mayonnaise does it again.
A massive round, 15 confirmed for G2. Monacy coming in.
The random
like
device
Onyx in the
trade.
game. He's had
Device
a couple of special ones
Man.
throughout the EWC. Add that
Device
one to the list.
Damn.
Just farming highlights.
Doesn't just have to be with the AWP, does it? You can do it with everything.
Siguro si One, pre. Nagwawala. Oh my God, boss!
Increasingly probable for Monacy.
9-10, tier 1 or 2. Sino ba
He's
nandito
tier 1 in my
kanina?
heart.
Plays flashbang
Yung
for
sabing
Felix before a whole
Mongo's
lot of
is
info.
best team in the world.
Oh,
Top
this is
3.
timing from Bit. Monacy's not gonna be
Bit.
ready for this kind of peak, and he looks
Oh,
like
yun
a
lang.
massive 4 bullets.
That's the
EWC.
MVP.
Job is done.
Good resilience. They're going to get out and play the number advantage. More utility to slow this down in case the fight would follow. Everybody for G2 now
Damn, Nico
grouped
and
up.
Monacy
Monacy
are
down.
out,
bro.
Who's going to clutch this time round?
That's the CT Molly in a nutshell, pare. Just walked around it.
There is a little space. It's Bit
Free
that's
site.
cleared out, and he's actually
Oh,
fallen.
no
my
way.
That's a big find.
What the plan?
May smoke pa sila. They can smoke short.
Lead onto
Kaso
JL.
medyo delix to ah.
That's a good
Dead
name.
Snacks.
Oh my God.
A bomb plant. 2 on 4.
You have to
Okay.
take CT. You have to
Mavs
take
is here,
CT.
bro.
Full rotation. They
They're
can
in a
come in
box.
from every angle.
Yeah, backside.
These
Yeah, they
fights
have-
happen
they have
in
to hold
Zinki's
backside.
trouble. Hunter. Mouse. Group up.
Nice.
Isolating Jules,
They got
though.
space.
Shoot the play.
May space na sila.
His team weren't ready.
Great space.
Alexi's
Get
good
the
for
guy in
back, and
A-long.
now
On left to
Mavs is
Mavs.
surely a dead man.
Grabe
He's
na ding.
outnumbered. He still starts to hit the first. So Lexi that keeps a cool head
Woo.
on his shoulders for the close, but G2, even in a 2-man disadvantage, they get the plant, they get Navi's palm sweating.
Guys, were you
They
believing
can
si
only take us to
Merino?
overtime number 2.
Full name pa yan, ha?
He's just pumping out scores. He's not
Well, they
lying.
have to attest to Bit, 20
He's not
kills for
lying
him.
totally. Trolls
Just push
face.
down the ramp.
What a game indeed, Carl.
2 big kills, finding the
Ganda
AWP.
ng game. 14-15
on the
dito sa
elevation.
Ancient. Timo, di nga siya nagsisinungaling.
Well, what's the call from G2? Are they just going to keep allowing their players to play?
No, I think
or
danking is the
there a
best, that's
knockout
true.
blow? Everybody from G2
Danking
heading
is the
towards B.
best.
This isn't a default.
Yeah, this is far more a direct approach.
Are they gonna
Rush,
rush?
when in
Oh,
doubt.
please rush.
I prefer Stambaki though. Oh!
Oh, that's the
Oh
rush.
my God, Mabs! How did you get that guy? Bakit nila patay si Alexi dun? Through the smoke.
This might be the Guatemala. Guatemala!
Oh!
Assault!
Full blind, through the smoke. He just does everything.
That's the Guatemalan goat, bro.
The Guatemalan elbow drop, pare.
Yes, sir.
25 frags, but those 3 are game winning. Taking the map, Nico confirms
Oh
it.
my
Wow.
Justifies his presence in the jersey.
He just ran and ganned into the site. Pinasok ni Malbs MD. May smoke sa mukha niya. Bulag na siya. Pero nakapatay pa rin. How the hell does that happen?
Instinct. No nerves at
Oo
all.
nga. Technically ace yun kasi pinatay niya si Hunter. Tama si Jason. 16 rounds per map, hindi 13 na. And then pag pareho silang 12 OT climb.
Is all
Yeah, 3-3.
about. My goodness, we've got a great first map here.
And
This
yun
is
na nga.
one of our grand final. We're trying to
That's,
crown someone here
excuse me.
in Riyadh to be that
That's pretty much it
Esports
para
World
dito
Cup.
sa
And,
map
well,
number 1.
they're fighting
Filipino
no
commentary
doubt.
will be right back pero we will keep
Fast
the
race.
sound of the
We're
stream on.
playing
So
some
BRB muna
counter.
kami guys.
Game.
Clinical in the second half. It felt like overtime was fitting for this game, and then just a little bit of magic from the individuals of G2 to close it out.
Yeah, magic for Monacy. I don't even know what to call it anymore. I don't know if that was magic or like he should go buy lottery tickets.
Oh my Jesus Christ, what a traumatic moment for the NAVI camp to lose this 1v3 against Monacy, and the timing of it is absolutely insane as well.
You could see just there at the end of the game, honestly, he's not happy, and I think he's not happy with himself.
He didn't play a good, that was not a good map.
Because he was making some weird decisions, man. Towards the tail end of that game, end of regulation, beginning of overtime, some re-peaks or the op, you know, swinging with the op a little bit, unaware of the situation or where the opponents can be. I think he understands that, you know, he cost his team a couple of
course.
rounds, but I think he made up for it with that clutch.
I mean, he closed it at the end, right? He brought himself back into this game for sure, but I agree with you. I think he started as a quote-unquote weakness for G2. You saw the amount of times Navi were trying to find duels on the B ramp. Sometimes it was JL, sometimes it was Bit. Monacy, open hand twice, do not find a single kill. He gets deleted. And then it's interesting to see Navi maybe second guessing, overthinking a little bit the situation, thinking now we're gonna divert from B. We've had a couple of rounds, we're gonna go to A. And I don't know if it's Monesi, Snacks, or Taz, but someone had the right idea. Someone read that book, someone saw that movie, they knew the ending. They started placing Monesi a couple times on the A side, and he closed the door on them.
Yeah, there was a setup call, a change there, rather.
Yes.
And it had to have come through, and it was to send Monesi Donut. It was to send Snacks to push A main and kind of get that control and maybe do the seesaw effect a little bit more.
And this is where Counter-Strike becomes beautiful from a tactical standpoint, and we talk about a chess match between IGLs because NAVI were firmly back into this game. Like, you just relive the pattern of what we saw. It's a good start from G2, a couple of key clutches, one from them, 6-0 up, they have everything they need. NAVI buys back in, and suddenly in the second half, you start seeing what NAVI is made of in terms of protocols and execution. There's some of these rounds they're winning. We're watching the green room thinking, oh my god, G2 couldn't do anything. Pop flashed 3 times, shoulder check, shoulder peeked, flash, grenade into smokes, Mabs on the A side, he doesn't see the light of day. This was NAVI firmly in place, and then somehow G2 were able to figure out the puzzle and place the right people where they needed to be.
You get that smoke down, and then you see them just hard clearing Monesi out of the donut. Like, that's
beautiful.
It's these moments where, like, hey, we're going to get him off the map. Got to get him out of the way.
And that's exactly Navi's style, you know,
Yeah.
It's slow, it's methodical, it's suffocating, and you can see in the mid to late round, if it's still a 5v5, it comes down to one kill, really. You know, which way the round is going to go. We had the round where Hunter breaks the smoke, right on mid, dies, and after that, it's just a clinic from Navi to end with an A split, and a couple of times, G2 was able to throw a spanner in the works, right, and come back. Bro, I think we need to talk about Snacks.
Yeah.
Because he had insane impact in this game. I mean, the first or the second round that G2 wins on the CT side, right, is him pushing A main and kind of getting the kill on Nima, giving them a man advantage. Also around Cave, around those smokes, just sneaky beaky-like, as Taz said in the interview. He's just been very, very important for G2 on this map.
I agree with you, and also his impact in these first clutches that we're talking about. Some of the advantage, G2, 4v2, suddenly 2v2, a little bit out of your gourds, not exactly in line. Snacks immediately just calmed, cool as a cucumber. That's the value that he brings to the table. You could always debate where's the mechanical skill at. Is that at the very same level of the very top of Counter-Strike? I would argue in these moments, it doesn't exactly matter. You have someone whose value is to remain calm and know what kind of move can I make or not. How do I make the most out of this very situation? And he was so active and impactful early on for G2. I don't care if he doesn't have incredible stats at the end of the day. He was pivotal in the first half of G2.
Yeah, and that first half started out quite well for G2. I mean, 6 rounds, you get the pistol, you end up splitting pistols, but 6 rounds right out in front, you're like, oh no, not this again. Please give us a game.
Yeah, and then they lose to pistols. That's the first round they lose. Works great for Navi because it helps them build a lot of economy, and I think that was ultimately, we saw what we expected from both teams, right? From G2, we saw the individuals step up in key moments, like you mentioned early on. I think it was Snacks and Monesi, or Snacks and Hunter.
Snacks was involved all
at
the time.
2vx, right? They, in both gun rounds, really, they managed to win 2v2s to secure those rounds. And for Navi, it was more from a team aspect, just controlling the map, being a step ahead, especially on the T side. But in the end, the X factor from G2, the players have made the difference.
Yeah, and when you say, when you get down to the late round, it's about whether the kill is found or not. You can make such a hurtful comparison for Navi. You can think about round 22, Monesi posted A main, 2 shots immediately with the AWP, that's 2 kills immediately. And then you can go to the clutch of Monesi, the 1v3 where Wonderful misses 2 opportunities with the AWP to put down Monesi. And then suddenly that's a clutch. Yes, sometimes Counter-Strike comes down to that, whether you hit the shot or not. When Monesi in a 1v1, White swings with the AK and Wonderful has him set in his side. You have to hit that shot. It is a fantastic clutch, and we're going to rejoice about Monesi's ability to create madness out of nowhere. But you cannot miss that sitter when he swings you with an AK.
Yeah.
That is capital, and that's how we end up in this situation.
I mean, he takes that fight the hard way. Like,
He has to.
He just goes.
He knows he's got an AVP against
Yeah.
him. He has to. Like, speed is his friend. But he should have never been put in that position in the first place. Bit is committed. Bit is committed in the situation. Wonderful cannot play the shoulder swing. Like, he knows there's going to be a moment where Monesi has to come up. It's 10 seconds left.
Right.
2 misses. That's it.
Oh, man, and for the side of Navi, that's not what you want.
Yeah, and I feel like Monesi got Bit back for that round where he's just holding from long and Bit just deletes
Right.
them coming up ramp. You know, that was also a huge round. Bit had a good game, but yeah, this is going to be tough for Navi because it's a game where they didn't really make too many mistakes. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's just they fell to some of the great individual work from G2.
You guys think we can give our flowers over to Malbs? definitely impactful if you had to ask me.
And I absolutely love the fact that even if on the CT side, as we pre-faced, he didn't exactly shine. He had a couple of moments where he was abused by NAVI in positions which you could see he wasn't exactly comfortable, but it didn't matter at all. Like when in the department of games that we needed him to step in, he did it. Last round, leading the charge, running in, taking the duels. 1, 2, 3 entries with the AK, just absolutely gunning. That's what he brings you. He brings an explosiveness to the game, and he loves to take these duels. It worked out.
Final round of the game, final round of first half as well. Well, G2 has a hodgepodge buy, and he gets the deagle kills. There was 1 or 2 rounds on the CT side, mostly when he was mid, that he was able to win the fights, and that's it. Like sometimes that's all you need, right? Nico has been consistent on this map as well. He's been leading the way for G2, and everyone had their moments and they were able to eke out a win.
And so, just really quickly before we switch attention here to the next map of the series, I'm curious about that B site. It seemed like Navi just wanted to go there. And was that the game plan? Were we targeting anchors? Like, what did you think?
But what is confusing and interesting at the same time as my transmission makes its way to you, turn into a Martian for a second. What was really interesting, you're not supposed to have a weakness on the G2. You maybe have Nico and Monesi who was playing together here. That's not supposed to be easy. And somehow they found the kills.
Tell us more.
Are you sure you paid your subscription? Because currently, right now, this is the best week.
Oh, of course we're on camera for that part. I thought it was off camera. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, screw it. Let's just skip on down to Navi's pick.
It's for their premium.
Yeah, I think this series is far from over, right? Navi, a very good nuke team. We saw it yesterday versus Mouse as well. Full control, especially on the T side. And this is the problem for G2 is because they just weren't really close to winning some of those rounds on the CT side. Yeah, sure, they were in problem with the economy. They got reset once they won the gun round. But they need to have an answer for this slow style of Navi, because Alexi has been doing a great job of finding the gaps, making the correct reads, always putting his team in a good position. A little bit more from Honesty would help to be disruptive on the op, as we saw Wonderful against Mouse yesterday.
Definitely, and you could see that solution coming out of G2 on Ancient. Like, they started being in Navi's face. They started to be a bit more committed in the duels in the fight they were taking. 3 down B lane, into mid fights. They fight 2 Navi, and as I send it to you, if you catch it, maybe.
Oh, I'm going to catch it, and you're going to like how I pivot with this one. Now, check this out. I'm going to put a QR code up on screen, and now is your time. You don't have to go to the Reddit forums. You don't have to go to HLTV. You don't have to just pick the forum of your choosing. You can actually scan this QR code and give us production feedback, because that is how things get better. Carry on.
I think the timing is absolutely the timing is
comical.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's you can't really make that up.
No,
comical.
This is what you call live.
Yeah, live TV? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of live TV,
yes.
Yanko, where are we going here on Nuke?
Well, I think Navi is still very much in it. We saw yesterday the resilience from them after getting smashed on the first map, 13-1, able to just forget about it, coming into the second map, turn the series around. This one, in a way, it's even more difficult.
I think it is, yeah.
Losing a close game, but I think they've shown us that they have that ability to reset mentally, right? They're right up there with G2. They're going to their map pick. Just no reason to hit the panic button or anything like that. Just keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself, and I think they can take it to a third.
Okay, and what about an MVP? I mean, it's hard to say after one map, but let me just
candidates right now. Huh?
Let me just sweeten the pot up a little bit. If you become the MVP of this grand final, you guys want to guess how much you're gonna get?
I know that answer.
$50,000 maybe.
$50,000. Yeah, 50K for the MVP. So that's sweet stuff. But Maniac, does it end here? Do we go to Inferno?
No, it doesn't. No, we play more Counter-Strike. I would like to say, or I would like to see a NAVI be more efficient and proficient in the clutch situations. I think this is really where they paid the heavy price on Ancient. When we went on to Nuke map, they're more comfortable on hopefully less mistakes in these last 2v2, 3v3 situations. And if they can just clear that area of their game, of their own game, I think we have enough for map 3.
Navi has shown me enough to say that their nuke is really good and they can take this into a third. But I think Monesi is going to play pissed off after that first map. So if him and Nico turn it on, that might be a problem for Navi.
And that's got to be scary, just about for everyone, unless you like frag movies, which is what we're building up here in Riyadh. That's right, the Esports World Cup, the culmination potentially in that next map. But before we do that, we go to a quick break. We're going to come back, and we're going to settle the odds here, potentially between Navi and G2. You're watching the Esports World Cup, BRB.
Come to fucking farm it. Nice! Nice pose. I will do the exact same thing on D now.
2 seconds.
Up in the mid.
Come and go.
They're saving, guys.
Nice!
Take the open front of my feet.
I'll try to.
Don't, sorry, don't.
Ito, boost.
The very first map has gone the way of G2. Now we're heading to Navi's turf, the one and only CS2 major champions up against GNU. It's an interesting one, Chad. The panel are experts, Yanko and Maniac, both thinking that this one has legs to go the distance to 3. Do Navi have what it takes?
Yeah, I think so. If you take a look at the run so far for G2 in this event, right, the only map that they have lost so far in their campaign against the Mongol Spirit and Virtus Pro was Nuke against Spirit. And that one came down to a very tight game, 16-14. But again, it's the only map they've dropped. So if we're looking for weaknesses with this new roster in its prime of the honeymoon, Nuke could be it, and it's probably a big reason why we saw Blade and Alexi go for this pick.
Well, when you were talking about ways in which you could exploit G2, one of the things you pointed at was making their communications stressful, making it difficult to keep track of your opponent, and there's nothing that's harder on Nuke than keeping track of your opponent, especially a well-executed T-side like NAVI's. I imagine there's going to be lots of deception and lots of kind of manipulation of the CT rotation.
Yeah, look, I'm sure that we're going to see a whole bunch of that, but I think one of the factors of this that got away from Navi in the first map was the clutches going against them, right? Obviously, the Monacy one is the one that stands out the most, but there was a couple in the early stages that were very tight 1v1s as well. If they're able to avoid having those calamities, Should see Navi be able to push this one to Inferno as the third and deciding.
Yeah, something panel discussed as well was wonderful. We got to see him out on Yard before, and he was taking a lot of proactive fights. He was getting these double peaks, and to double peak against the world's best, that's confidence right there. You think, I know you know. Where
And there we go. Hello and welcome to not the official EWC stream. This is the Filipino community stream, guys. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. So for the non-Filipinos that are disappointed, I'm sorry. For the Filipinos, what's up mga pre? 3:28 in the morning, ito na nga. Yippee. Yippee. G2 no? Navi T side and G2 CT side po tayo mga pare.
Support Mavs Pure Pinoy from the Philippines.
Yes, sir.
Mabuhay ka nga.
Malbs, Joseph.
City side G2 kailangan maganda to. Monesi!
Humbled by bit. Damn.
We're gonna go to game number 3, guys, in just a bit.
Unless Nyquil.
Pursuit of a third map.
Oh, last CT pistol, Nico had a knife kill. What can he do this one?
He can hit a couple of USP bullets to the legs of
Enjoy
Dick.
lang
That's
yung
about
laro,
all.
guys.
Okay lang
Getting
naman.
this one.
All right, well, digits to be punched over towards the
All
top
my
side
fellow
for him inside
Filipinos.
plant.
Is the time.
And they're going
Yes.
to slowly close down on Nico's position.
I like your
They
name,
don't
fellow
take
Filipinos.
contact,
Becca
and, well,
Benatos
Benatos take
Bishvili.
contact. That's all that's necessary.
You sound like my
First round
favorite
for
UFC
Navi,
fighter.
Map number 2.
Fifth favorite.
I think we will see
Volkanovski.
G2 operate with a 4-spy. They've definitely still got that
No
punch
problem,
in
guys.
them.
It's best of 3, by the way. G2 win one more map.
Want to see
They win the
Scouts try and
series
get
and they
those
win
early tags
400K.
towards Yard.
Navi wins, we go to Inferno.
Love that
Lamang
flare,
ta
doesn't it?
Navi map dito? No, lamang yung G2. Client.
He gained absolutely
Hindi.
PTSD.
Lamang ba? Sa Navi sa map na to, I think slightly,
I
onte.
guess if you were in a tight corner,
Yeah, maybe. I think I
it might go overlooked.
It's just a flex. He wants them to know it's him.
Natin.
Well, Nico's Deagle and Modesty Scout. That sounds like a potent start of a story. There's a smoke wall
This is the
dons
one
the
I think,
Yard.
ano naman to.
Molly
If
didn't land where it was
Navi don't
intended.
throw, this is a good thing.
Still have plenty of utility available, Navi. It looks like they want to set up for what could be a top play smoke towards main. Molly towards CT vent, top
30
hut as
minutes
well.
for the next game in
Redeploy of the
Evo.
smoke towards door. Well timed and last smoke used.
Yeah, he's gonna get tested.
Topuria over Volts, that's true. I do like Topuria, man.
Screaming 1 HP on site, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a
Ultra
shot.
frustrated there. You can see he just hit the
Ayun,
hinge at the
nakaplant
ladder,
na agad.
popped up.
One day I'll come to
Chance.
Mindanao to
He'll take
surf
his
the waves and
chances.
eat pork